Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to day 2, a new episode of the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Road to Glory Finger Points to the Sky. It is episode number 192 today, and we are going to be starting off our weekend league, and then towards the end of the episode I'll also be opening up a pretty crazy pack now that FUT Birthday has arrived. Do me a huge favour though. On this Saturday, smash the Saturday support. Let's go for 5,000 likes. I know it's difficult and you haven't been hitting that lately, but if we could go for extra likes today, smash it out the park. Thank you, and of course, subscribe to the channel as well if you're new around here. So this is the squad that we're going into the weekend league with the view in mind of taking off Miroslav Klose literally as soon as we get into the game for Tavernier, and then playing a 3-5-2. So that is, I mean, that all sounds good, but I'm not particularly great at starting with new formations, so didn't know quite what to expect. And, you know, I obviously, being me, in the very first game, one, I forgot to take off closer before kickoff, and 2, I switched to a 4-1-2-1-2. I was just so used to doing what I was doing, but it didn't matter because I get a 3 FIFA minute rage quit. That right there has got to be, and he set his team up to be like a sweaty 5 at the back and quit after 3 minutes. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. That's got to be the easiest start to the weekend league we have ever had. So we go on into the next match and come up against another fairly strong team. Probably not quite as good as mine though. And I make my substitutions and I actually do go 3-5-2, which is, I'm hoping, going to be a new great formation for us, especially with the way that we can line up our team. It just seems like it could potentially really work well. So I ended up going 1-0 up. Hail Mary through ball, but hey, they happen. But a nice finish from my opponent. I kind of expect Edwin van der Sar to do better there, but it is what it is. And Ronaldo finds his way. Yeah, he just shoots, right? Yeah, I just take a wild pot shot because I knew I wasn't going to get blocked on the finesse there. And it ends up just flying into the back of the net. So 24 minutes on the clock and there's already been 3 goals in this game. Oh, make that 4 goals in this game by the 25th minute. And they just kept flowing in this first half. So Rashford ends up getting into the box. I think, does he knock it in or does he pass it? Oh, he just cuts back. Lovely finish. I don't know what I'm doing with the defenders there, but I'm not going to blame them. It is totally down to me. But 32 minutes on the clock. We're going to push our way up here and get quite lucky with one of the bounces. And Ronaldo finds his way into the box, into the back of the net, and 3-3 at half-time. So it was like quite a whirlwind for my first real game of the weekend league, considering the other one was over in 3 FIFA minutes. But yeah, so it was obviously going to be a fairly close game, just considering both teams were able to score. I was kind of still warming up though, and I think maybe we did find our feet a little bit more in the second half, and also the substitutes probably helped out quite a bit. I'm not loving this Wamam. Why do I try and say his name properly? I mess it up every time. Instead of Waman, I always say Wamam. And then I've just screwed the name up, haven't I? But let's just call him Red Wamman. It's just not quite working out in the team super well, or as well as I'd hoped. He doesn't seem to be bringing much to the table in terms of goals and stuff. So he comes up at half-time, and I've been bringing El Shaarawy on. I've also been bringing Rooney or Curtis Jones on, depending on who I fancy that game for, you know, in replacement of Clarence Seedorf. And I tell you what, I think the unsung hero of this team so far this weekend has to be Cucurella, however you'd like to pronounce it. That guy playing in the centre mid spot for me is just doing such a fantastic job. He feels absolutely rapid and is just, I don't know, he intercepts well, he gets up, he's got good agility, good balance, good skill moves. Just a class act. I really, really like him. And he was a free card via squad battles as well. Madness. But anyway, we go 1-0 down, and then I give a penalty away, but my opponent misses it, which comes in clutch because that could hopefully turn the game around in our favour. We are able to run down the other end and get an equaliser. Didn't last too long, though, because FUT frees Ousmane Dembele, which I don't know if I've ever come up against, by the way, scored against me to put him 2-1 up. I kick off him, literally kick-off goal style, and get it back to 2-2. And then just before the half-time break, I'm actually able to get into the box with Red Waman, and we are actually able to put it in the back of the net, which is the one of a very few amount of times that he's going to be doing that for our club, because he just doesn't seem to. I don't know if it's a composure thing or what, but something about him just doesn't feel anywhere near as good as. Well, obviously, he doesn't feel anywhere near as good as Ronaldo, but yeah, like even like El Shaarawy comes on and just feels like a complete class above. And yeah, you might say, well, that's obvious. He's a lot higher rated, but stats-wise, when you sort of look at our red card. He's got good stats with the chem style. However, I have now, in future lastly, he has now changed the chemistry style to a marksman, because that is like the most popular one for him apparently, and I was using finisher. So perhaps with a little bit of added strength and stuff as well, he might perform a little bit differently. We'll continue to give him multiple chances to become a club legend. But anyway, we get a victory and we go into the next game and come up against, like, I don't know what this guy was doing, but he had like a La Liga squad, lots of Real Madrid players, but like not good versions of them. He had that David Beckham that we got for free. He also had like regular Ramos. Yeah, regular Varane and Ramos is actually still an alright partnership, especially with Ferland Mendy. But it was the likes of Casemiro and Toni Kroos, I think, in the middle that just weren't quite cutting it. But he was a really aggressive opponent. So it was one of those games where you had to be fully switched on, and I was, so that was all good. We go 2-1 up here, and we are able to get a backstick header. You don't see those that often on FIFA 21, do you? But I guess when you have CR7 at your disposal, he's very, very, very good in the air, and that was such a great ball in from Tavernier, who I've been loving as a right midfielder, by the way. Him and Acuna are doing great work as those wingers, wing backs, whatever you want to call them. The left mid, right mid spot in a 3-5-2, and I do tell them to come back on defence, so I guess they can kind of help out, but they are still classed as midfielders, right? So yeah, I'm sure people are more happy with me using the 3-5-2 than the 5-3-2 or whatever it was, even though I think that was probably a more attacking formation. But yeah, we're getting up and down the pitch quite well, though. I mean, you can see Tavernier, he's in the box right there, so he's not back all the time acting like a 5-back, but they do help push back. So they have to be like... they have to have a lot of stamina, the left mid and right mid. They really are working hard, getting up and down the pitch. And in this game right here, this was a difficult one. This guy had, I guess he was a Chelsea fan, because he had some past and present Chelsea players in the squad, amongst some other good players. And yeah, I wasn't able to get a clear lead in this game. And all of a sudden, I go from 1-0 up to 1-1, 2-1 up to 2-2, and then he just gets that hat-trick with Dybala just before half-time. Couldn't quite get near this guy. His dribbling was very, very good, and he actually manages to get another goal just before half-time also, which sucks, because now we're 2 goals down with a mountain to climb in the second half. Half-time stats-wise, I think, yeah, it kind of looks like we're having an even game, but none of the goalkeepers are doing particularly well, especially my Van der Sar letting 4 out of 5 shots in. But we move into the second half, bring on Rooney, bring on El Shaarawy, and it's that man Wayne Rooney that actually gets on the score sheet from CDM, so we bring it back to 4-3. So at that point, I think, all right, go for it. We've got to try and get back into this. And it just doesn't work out in our favour. He ends up scoring a goal with Mason Mount. This UCL Mason Mount now, with the upgrades that he's had, is now actually a very good performer, I'm pretty sure. I struggled against him anyway. That's for certain. Now, lovely goal as well. Lovely finish from the Englishman there, in off the bar. And all of a sudden, this game's just got away from me. It's too far away now, despite getting a penalty in the 81st minute and throwing the kitchen sink at him, as I always do. Yeah, I mean, we're just not going to be able to come back from 6-3, even 6-4 now. And I think my opponent might even score again. We had so little defenders back at this point, because we were just, like I said, launching it at him. And Dybala is able to score. Poor from Puyol, though. Pace-wise, that was not good from the Spaniard. And he actually beat me playing that 4-3-3 number... Was it number 5? Was that the false 9? Whatever it was. It screwed me up. That was way too difficult for me. But anyway, that was our first loss of the weekend league. We're 4-1, and we go up against into our next game up against Cruyff, and just like a very fast defense of like Tavernier, Reece James. I think he also had, I can't remember, was it Kyle Walker or something? Another one of the fullbacks at centre back type thing. I'm pretty sure. But again, this guy was great at FIFA, and he had some. tricksters. He had some tricksters up front. We're talking that Diatta, who I think is also like in line to get an upgrade, right? He's going to go from an 85 to an 87, and this 85 one just tears me apart. So I absolutely do not want to come up against him when he finally gets his upgrade. But yeah, this card right here, he's absolute. He's just a god on FIFA. He's got that trifecta of like 99 agility and balance and stuff, I think. And it is him that actually ends up putting my opponent into the lead. So I go from winning the match to 3-2 down. However, there's still time. You know, we're at early doors, really. It's only the first half. I'm able to get that equalising goal. Another goal back there for Ronaldo. That might even be his hat-trick. Have I scored all the goals with Ronaldo so far? I think so. And I feel like I'm kind of playing better than my opponent. But he's very clinical. When he gets opportunities, he doesn't seem to miss them. And it is that combo of Diatta and Cruyff and Nedved, the icon moments Nedved. Also very difficult to handle. If people know what they're doing with the dribbling, that's when it becomes a real issue. But El Shaarawy does great work down the right-hand side to outstrength and win the ball back from my opponent. Whips it in, and I do get another like cross header from CR7. Can I keep this? Can we, turn this game around once and for all? Well, no, because my opponent's going to go ahead and down the other end and get a 5th goal. So I'm losing once again. But Ronaldo scores from a corner. I moved him. I noticed that he moved his keeper, and we just got very lucky with with the way that he was able to just slot it home with the looping header. But I thought I'd got a penalty here. I got through with João Felix, but it turns out it was right on the edge of the box. My opponent's defender did get a red card, though. He had Acuna at left back. He got sent off. And from the resulting free kick, we take it with Wayne Rooney. It looks good to me, but I think it's just a little bit too low when you put the top spin on it. So, yeah, that one got blocked by the wall, unfortunately. But in the 89th minute, Rooney can knock it through to Ronaldo. Oh, we get the winning goal. I think all 6 goals came from CR7 in that game right there, which is nuts. Even Jurgen Klopp was running down the line to go and celebrate with the rest of the lads, and we come away with a 6-5 victory. But GG's to that guy. That was a very tough match. I should be putting more goals away with the amount of chances that I've got, though, in that one. So I figured that was enough gameplay for today. 5-1 in my first 6 games of the weekend league. Happy with that. Actually really happy with the 3-5-2 as well. It's kind of nuts. I really like it. Yeah, I think I'm getting caught out in defense a little bit. But at the same time, I actually think it might be that my strike force, João Felix and Wamangituka, said it right that time. I think they might be the weak links of the team. So I don't know what to say. Everyone else seems pretty good in the squad. We'll give them another run out tomorrow. What I'm going to do now is cut to live lasty so I can open up the 85 times 5 pack now that FUT Birthday is here. But what you'll probably see tomorrow is the start of the episode will almost be in the past. I'll play a few more games of champs and then we'll cut to live lasty again to do the rest of those 4 or 5 packs that we've got as FUT Birthday is out as well. So a couple of good packs coming up in tomorrow's episode. Let's move over to live lasty for this crazy 85 times 5 pack. Good luck, Tom. Thank you very much, Tom. Appreciate it, mate. But yes, guys, FUT Birthday is here, or as I'm recording this, it's out in 3 seconds. So I'm not going to be able to actually see what the players are. We're just going to go ahead and open up, as my alarm goes off, we're going to go ahead and open up the 85 times 5 player pack. That's what I want to do. I'm going to open it up real quick, and I got an ultimate pack? What from? Wait, what? Anyway, that'll be in tomorrow's episode. But today, we're just going to be opening this right here. I don't know what I've got an ultimate pack for. Maybe they've given out a birthday present or something. But we're going to open this up right now. Do me a huge favor, smash the thumbs up button for it. I won't know what we get if it's a FUT Birthday, but fingers crossed it actually is one. That'd be great. This is probably our best chance of getting one anyway. Whew. 5 times 85 rated players and above. Let's hope that there's no 85s and it's all great. Come on. What are we going to get? Obviously walkout. Regular gold walkout. Oh no, please be Neymar. Oh no, that's not good. Oh, I think that's 87. Oh, 89. Okay, 89 Casemiro. I thought it was 87. Considering we submitted Salah and 2 87s for this, We need to get maybe another 89 or a couple 88s or something in this for it to be like kind of worth it. Unfortunately, no FUT Birthday player though. That definitely sucks. That really does. But that was going to be our best shot of getting it. But hey, we'll at least see what else we get. 88, 87, 86, 85. I actually think that's not bad. That's great fodder anyway. That's all we're going to have to say it is. Unfortunately, no promo player. I don't know if you can even... I guess you can't get icons in these. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't think I've ever had a great one of these. Have I? I think the few that we've done weren't amazing. But hey, it's all good fodder at the end of the day. And that is going to wrap up, I think, this episode. That's what I just wanted to do for you at the end of the episode. And there we go. For my engagement, I got the Ultimate Pack. That's why I have an Ultimate Pack in my store right now. And of course, it does answer that question. And yeah, we're also in Season 5. I'll talk through Season 5 with you in tomorrow's episode. But we've got a bunch of fodder. Who knows, if there's an SBC or something that I want to do, I now have the ability and the players to make that happen. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel as well if you are new around here. I thank you for that. And of course, you can find my Twitter and Instagram links down below in the description. Have a lovely Saturday, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Weekend League gameplay. And then, of course, all of those other packs that we've got. I'm very excited to open those up. Peace.